Hello and welcome to the Academy of Modern Martial Arts and our step-by-step Tai Chi instruction. Today we're going to look at movement number 8 of the 24 movement form, which is grasp sparrow's tail right. It is identical to what we did on the left side, however, it is done on the right side of the body. Since this movement is identical but performed on the opposite side of the body, it still makes an excellent example of maintaining flow throughout the form. What I'd prefer to do in this video is just take a closer look at that footwork. So if you wanted to just practice turning from left to right and practice that 180-degree turn, there'd be a simple way for us to do that in this video. So again, starting with, we had just finished that push. So the weight has come forward onto that left leg. As soon as it does, we're immediately moving away. Remember, there's no stopping in Tai Chi. We aren't going to come to a standstill, but rather as soon as that push has occurred, we're immediately moving away from it. We're moving into the right leg, peeling the left toes up, turning them over, moving back onto the left foot, unweighting the right, and then switching heel to toe on the right. Now again, assuming we'd finished that movement, we're just going to rock back and focus on the footwork. Now again, this is where the better we keep our postural cues in place, the easier and more sustainable this exercise is going to be. So rather than leaning over this leg to accomplish unweighting this leg, we would like to keep ourselves lifted out of that sternum. We'd like to keep our shoulders down. We'd like to keep the front of that abdomen pulled up. So we really do just push our hips back, rotate and turn from the hip, come back over this one, unweight the right, and step out heel to toe. And again, we would come forward with the hips, and to reverse and come back the other way, shift the weight back into the left, peeling the right toes up, turning, moving over the right, unweighting the left, and stepping out heel to toe. And again, bringing the hips forward, all while doing our best to keep that spine nice and upright. So if we add our hands, what we want to keep in mind is, again, that our hands stay pretty much out in front of our body. We perform that push, and that push goes to as far as is appropriate for you and your body. And then once that push has occurred, we're going to leave the hands where they are. And as we begin to lean away, we pull our hands out of that engagement. And so we rock back over that right leg and we begin to turn. And you'll notice, once again, the hands are right in front of the torso as they continue over. And then this right hand is going to, again, scoop and bring up that leg into that T stance before setting the heel down and positioning us for ward off. Roll back, press forward, and push. And then that same type of moving away will occur at the end of this movement as we pigeon toe inward and begin our next movement. So to examine that movement turning towards the camera, I'll begin with my back to you as if I had just pushed with that left foot out in front. And so we get a look at bringing the hips back over the right leg, unweighting the left, turning, rotating, coming forward, unweighting the lead leg, bringing it out to a 45, and stepping through into grasp sparrow's tail, or ward off, roll back, press, and push. Again, don't worry about it or be overly concerned about getting the movements right. Tai Chi is really meant to be something that we enjoy the practice of. And in order to do that, we have to enjoy finding our mistakes and making our mistakes. So I point out the ideal, not for you to become overly concerned with it, but just so that we know in that process of self-correcting where we want to head. There are plenty of times that I find myself cheating or leaning or moving, or my spine not being in a particular position, or my shoulders being up. And when it happens, I just remind myself to drop the shoulders, or pick up the front of the pelvis, or sink down a little bit lower, whatever it might be. There's always these constant corrections that are going on as you're learning and making your way through this Tai Chi process. Since we've gone over most of this in the last video, we'll go ahead and do a quick catch up from the beginning of the form to where we are now. I always thought it would be fun to do this at a little bit faster speed. So here we go. Thank you for joining us. We hope that you enjoyed your time with us and that you found something valuable. If you're liking these videos, subscribe to our channel and let us know how we can best serve you at home. Until we see you next time, have a great day. All right, that's it.